Hello everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for popping by Jody's Journal Joy, and thank you so much to every new subscriber. I appreciate every one of you, and thank you so much for all your kind comments. This is a travel, I think it's a travel journal size. I don't know, it's a long narrow kind, and this one I have called Grandma Ida's Memories. There's lots of antique laces here that I've gotten at an antique store near me. Some doilies and some vintage jewelry pieces along with some newer jewelry pieces. The closure is this kind of amber colored grosgrain ribbon. And let's go inside Grandma Ida's Memories. Let me make sure that I'm in frame here. There we go. Okay. All right. So first off, we have a couple of flip outs here. This envelope with this vintage, beautiful lady in her gorgeous lace dress flips out this way, and we have some pieces of some writing spots and some scripture tags in here. And I will list all the artists in the description below. And if there is anything particular that you want identified that is not sufficiently identified, just let me know, and I'll do my best to get you pointed in the right direction if you want to know more. Here's some very vintage old stationery that I just love the color of that, so I've tucked that in here in this tuck spot. Here's a double tuck with some embossed cardstock and some Seneca Pond imagery. Again, I'll identify where these came from. I believe that's Tsunami Rose. And this is a new artist I have found, Faith Art. Oh, I'll have to write it down, but she's awesome. Just got great stuff. Here's a button card that I've sewn some vintage buttons on. This is another flip out here, stamped with memories. Some more small tags and scripture cards there, places to make notes, some vintage or some Victorian scrap here. Tsunami Rose postcard with scripture, Zephaniah 3:17, one of my very favorites. And here is an antique postcard. Man, I love these. I've gotten some antique postcards, see the glitter? I've gotten some from eBay and some from Mercari. And I am loving including those in my journals. Here's a book page with some imagery from, I think this is from Graphics Fairy, and I've just added in one of my favorite scriptures from Isaiah 61, "Arise, shine, for your light is come. The glory of the Lord is risen upon you." Here's a square doily that I've made into a little envelope with some card stamped memories, places to write, and some more of the Faith Art card that I will list below. Here's some book page from a poetry book that I got, some antique music page here, and I love the penciled notes that someone has made to keep track, and I have reinforced it with some old map page and some of my faux tape here. Had to reinforce it because it's quite old. Here's some Psalm 23 imagery that I've also used to place here just because I liked it, but also to reinforce this page. A glassine bag with some ribbon rosettes and some seam binding, covered with lace and tucking in some gorgeous scripture tags. Can you see this photo of these ladies all posed on the step there. Yeah. And here's one of my favorite birdie poems I always use. This is from Graphics Fairy, Mama Birdie encouraging her kids to get out of the nest, try your wings, go, fly. There's some more Victorian scrap that goes along with this, another antique postcard. It is written on the back, but I decided to glue it on the page so that I could use it as a tuck spot for Graphics Fairy bookmark here. More Victorian scrap. Here's some very vintage paper doily. And this page here, these pages I have dyed with black bean. You can use black beans to get this soft blue color on your pages if you want to dye them that way. And this is a flip out for plenty of journaling space. More Graphics Fairy images. This that I have secured in here is an advertisement page from a ladies' journal. I think it's this is Harper's Magazine, and I can't remember now what year it was. Well, this says 1902. We'll see. Anyway, but this also is a flip out and usable space, but fun, real fun to look at. Here's some more Victorian scrap on this glassine bag. Some little bling here. I decided that everything I make has to have bling now. And we've got places for notes, goals, things that you want to do, scripture notes, several things like that. I love this stuff. Here's another flip out. This is a book page about a missionary, Lilias Trotter. A very inspiring woman to know about. Here's some antique lace from a collar with some tatting that I have affixed here. Here's another one of these gorgeous old images with these ladies and their flowers. I love the white lace dresses and the beautiful bouquets. There's an Easter tag there. This page is from a Montgomery Ward magazine. It's quite old and quite frail, so I couldn't attach anything to it, but I just love looking at the things that were available and how much they were. Here's a little, I think that's a robin, a bird Victorian scrap on this page of embroidery pattern from an old book that I found. This is a tuck spot here that you can tuck in anything you want to keep or notes you want to make. And this old lace piece here makes a tuck spot for a scripture tag. And this book, I love this book. This book page is Hubbard's journal, and it has wonderful classic poetry and writings from days gone by. More Tsunami Rose scripture tags. This is a fold out that I've just tucked in some writing paper. This again is some of that old stationery. It's you know, it's faded on the edges, not faded, but it's discolored on the edges and has that gorgeous old patina that I love. Here's some paper doily and some more of this embossed Victorian scrap. That stuff is so beautiful. More book page. And this book page is from the embroidery patterns, and there's another tuck spot there. The other side of this Montgomery Ward catalog page, and I've had to reinforce it because it was getting rather frayed on the edge, and I've had to reinforce it in the center with washi tape just because it was so fragile. Here's a flip out with my stamp that says Miracles. More Victorian scrap. A lace pocket here. And I believe this is Ruby and Pearl XO. If not, it's Raindrop Lila. Raindrop Lila. It says, Lord, you alone are my portion and my cup. You make my lot secure. Here's an embossed card tuck spot with a Graphics Fairy bookmark. Lots of room for journaling, note-taking, so forth. Here's another glassine bag with lace and some fabric rosettes there and some seam binding. And I have more scripture tags in here. This is Poole Designs. Scripture tag, no disaster can overtake you. And depend on the Lord for your strength. I will list that artist below. Some collaged paper here. Book page, actually. Collaged book page. And some more of the beautiful Victorian scrap. This image is from Graphics Fairy. I love this delicate faded rose. It looks like faded wallpaper. And this beautiful vintage paper doily. This is an old one. I couldn't glue it or make it into anything because it's just too old and fragile. But I love looking at it. Graphics Fairy images here that I've just collaged on this page. Now, this is a nice sturdy page, so if you wanted to add a pocket or attach something to it, it would hold up to it. There's some dictionary page with some square doily and some more Victorian scrap. And here's a pocket back here with some more scripture cards. Tucked in there, this looks like old wallpaper. I believe this is a Tim Holtz wallpaper piece. Their wallpaper page. It's not real wallpaper, it's just an image of, I believe. The other side of that glassine bag, that's some more Victorian scrap and lace. And here's, I made this triple bow from seam binding and some old trim, some antique trim on there. More Tsunami Rose scripture tags to use as place marks or to write your thoughts and your prayers with the Lord over. More of that antique music page. Carefully adhered to some more book page with lots of reinforcement for these older things. Here's an old calendar image that I have attached to this book page here and made as a tuck spot with more scripture. Let me flip this over. There's another tuck spot with a nice large scripture tag. Ready for your writing and note-taking and or to give to someone, to share with someone else. Here's the back page. And another antique postcard, all embossed and so old. This is, I can't read the date on it, but it's old. So once again, there is Grandma Ida's Memories. This is named after my husband's grandma. Full of antique laces, old images, old book pages, ready for you. It looks like it just came out of her attic and ready for someone to enjoy, perhaps for Mother's Day or some other event to keep for yourself or to give to someone else. All right. Be blessed. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by, and see you next time.